Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back to this Dormant Realm Monday yet again. We already have our fleet ready. I am just gonna check on my fuel one time here. We're at 8 million, so we should be good for today. I do have some extra fuel laying around in the hangar, so all good there. Yeah, looks good. Implants are good. Level 35. We've got our DPS choice here, which is good. Alright. I think we are good to go. Hello, Tasty. How you doing today? Welcome. Alright, so over the last few days, we've done a few things. We have obtained a nanocore for the Lucent Moon, and I have integrated it and upgraded it to a gold core. So we should be seeing this week. I'll probably do a I'm trying to think of the right words here. We're probably gonna do like a nanocore overview or review. On the Termina Echo implant, or not implant. Goodness, I'm all over the place today. Nanocore. So we'll have like a nanocore review on the Termina Echo nanocore. It's one of the ones that I have not been able to do yet. But it did release before Star Break came out, and even before Star Beat. So really, really old nanocore at this point. And we're talking about a year and a half, almost 2 years ago. That Termina Echo released. It released alongside the bomber battleships, and was just one of the awesome stepping stones to the nanoforms that we have now. So we'll have that coming this week. We've got some more Alpha to Omega we've got to do. I think I need to do it at the weekly reset for Concord. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. I really should be putting more time into the Alpha Laser account at this point in time. Especially to be grinding the ISK that we need. Since right now Omega is 2.2 billion ISK for Omega Basic, that means we're gonna have to grind something along the lines of almost 500 million in order to make sure we're there by the time we hit Tech 7, which is in just under a month at this point. So, definitely gonna be some tight windows to make. But we'll make it. I don't know that we'll activate Omega on, like, day 1 of Tech 7, but we should be doing something. Yeah, I do love my, my T7 Kestrel. It is so fun. It's so boring, but so fun. There's no reason it should do what it does.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
The old Alpha to Omega, the multi-box one, is a lot of fun. There's so much there.
We're under attack.
It's just a lot of fun. And I still use those characters for running Dormant Realm 1, so that's really nice.
We're under attack.
I'm always a fan of, like, progression in general. I am someone who, when I play Skyrim, I probably only play, like, a couple of hours at a time, but I'll always start with a fresh character every time I start the game. I love having that progression. It's why I enjoy the Alpha to Omega series so much. And I think the next thing I want to do is focus on the, what do you call it? The Iron Man challenge. That's definitely going to be the most involved. But it will take me away from my standard content. We'll have a lot more low-end content at that time. But I've got to find a good period of time where we can start it, and I don't have to feel like I'm missing out on my other accounts for not grinding. Okay, we're gonna turn off this module here. That's gonna be the most interesting one, is trying to work around not using the market. And having to build everything ourselves. It will definitely be... Yeah, so I believe I actually have all of the stuff here. Give me a minute. So this was our rules for the Iron Man challenge. We might adjust this a little bit. But this is everything that we wanted to do. Although this is a little, that's not even the right one, is it? No, that's not even the right Iron Man stuff. Darn it. That was for the laser account. Whatever. But yeah, it's pretty much, you don't have access to the market other than, items that are seeded on the market. That would be things like the trainer ships you can buy off of it. That's just to help you with your progression a little bit. You have to build everything yourself, you have to find everything yourself. No getting trades from other players. Things like that. It's a really difficult challenge. The only thing that we get as a sort of compensation for it is that we get to actually have Omega the entire time. Just so we have access to all of our skills. Hey Trilla, how you doing today? I think I have called you a different name like every single time. I see you.
Undocking.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's just a lot of time consumption.
Receiving remote repair.
Yeah, we spawned pretty close to him at 21 kilometers.
We are under
Okay.
attack.
I guess you're gonna take the brunt of that fight. You did fine with that. That worked out.
We are under attack.
You're surviving, if anything, oh lord.
We are under attack.
Yeah, so back to what we've done. So we've got that DR4 overview coming out sometime this week. I'll probably look at doing it tomorrow if there's no like major patch notes. Otherwise, I'll have to do 2 streams, one for patch notes, one for the update. What else have we done?
Receiving remote.
Not a whole lot, to be honest, after that. That was the major thing.
We are under
I've wanted to
attack.
do some, like, capital ship content out in Nullsec, but it seems like that's gonna be delayed some more, especially given that our area is being annoyed at the very least. But that is okay. That's why we have high-sec ships. That way, if we can't do anything out there, we can still do stuff in high-sec. There we
We
go.
are under attack. We are under attack.
Oh my. I am quite tired today. It's always Monday.
We are under attack. We are under attack.
The runs seem to be going pretty good.
Under attack.
No major damage to the heavy fighters.
We are under attack.
Corby dude got targeted, but really didn't take any damage.
We are under attack.
Yeah, I don't really see any problems with
We are
challenge
under
mode.
attack.
Not with my current setup.
We are under attack. We are under attack. We are under attack. attack. We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack.
I was thinking, with the laser
Attack.
character, I wonder if it's gonna be worthwhile to upgrade to the battle cruiser at all. I know we're gonna get some DPS increase,
We're under attack.
like maybe we'll sit somewhere around like 800 DPS? Maybe? I don't really know. But then we'd also
We're
be
under
spending
attack.
almost 120 million just to get our hands on it, and then probably another 50 million to fit it. I don't know if it's worth it.
Docking request accepted.
It would be nice to have the battle cruiser just to snipe with. But if we're gonna be entering Omega at Tech 7, then we would just be going straight into Santra farming with the Succubus. Which is gonna be a lot more income. Alright. I did do that, right? Alright, coming up on our third run for the first fleet, which will complete Fleet 1. After that, we're gonna get... Let me check here. Jesse 96. Rogacta and Benjamin.
Undocking.
Hi Snoopy, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. I am doing good.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
This is run number 3, so we'll get a new fleet going for the next
We're
one.
being warp scrambled.
I've got my next 3 people lined up if they join in.
Receiving remote repair.
Like I said, it's gonna be Jesse 96, Benjamin Netanya, and Rogacta. And the insurance will expire after 120 days, I've been told. Ah, okay.
We're under attack.
Gosh, I do love my Wyvern. It's so good looking. That sort of blue, that reddish purple, maroon kind of color.
We're under attack.
The flames, it's all so pretty. I think the only thing I would want from here is the Auspice supercarrier. Nanocore. I think if I had the Auspice Nanocore,
We're under attack.
it would be perfect for this.
We're
Hello,
under
Raisin, welcome. How you doing today? Because I could afford, on like a good run, to activate the more expensive,
We're
the
under
more
attack.
expensive activation for Auspice Nanocore.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Or I could just keep it the same and we'll have 20% extra damage and DPS. Which would be fantastic.
We're
I mean,
under attack.
going from 140,000 DPS to 175 or 180,000 DPS will be incredible. The problem is getting my hands on 200 of those data cores. And I saw earlier today, somebody was trying to trade 200 data cores and a
Under attack.
Aeon blueprint for a Midgard hull. I was like, oh man. That's kind of a crazy deal right there. I think it came out, the estimated value of that contract was 959 billion.
Attack.
And then the Midgard was rated at 1.13 billion,
We're under attack.
billion? I don't know. The numbers are too big on these damn ships.
We're under attack.
Yeah, it was like, it's crazy. 1.13
We're under
trillion.
attack.
That was the number we're looking for. So it was a pretty even trade if you go by contract value. I just don't know that it's worth giving up
We're under
a super carrier
We're under
for a nanocore and a blueprint. It's kind of rough. That was probably the wildest contract I've seen this
We're
week.
under attack.
And it's only Monday.
We're under attack.
You know it, Jenner. You know it.
We're under
We only start to notice when there's more zeros than we can keep track of.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Docking request accepted.
I'm telling you, the Omega Duo store has been pretty good. Thank you all for joining me on the first fleet. Let me see if I can get the second fleet going. Like I said, we've got, I believe, Viper wanted in, so we'll try Viper. Let me get... Let me check my contacts here. I know Jesse is in here. Moldier, Jenna, do you know if Moldier wanted the runs for today? Is he gonna be able to join? Or got, Yeah, it's not for everyone. It's only for people with Omega Duo. Okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, I saw his message earlier today, and I wasn't sure if anybody had got it to him or not. You need to exit fleet, by the way, Joshon, so I can get you in. Okay, cool. Then give me just a minute to find you. Yeah, PHIJ. There we go. Rogaka. Awesome. So now we have... What do we have in this fleet? We got Jesse, we got Rogaka. And I believe it was one that I did not have. Benjamin Netanya. There we are. We had him last week. Don't know if he's gonna be... Oh, hell. He might not be online. Well, if Benjamin doesn't respond here in a couple moments, I'll get you in, Trilla. Alright, let me get Trilla in here then. Since I know he's ready. Alright, and before we get going here, I want to roll the dice here. Is that 40% off? Not worth it. Ooh, that's a pretty good choice. So I did the math the other day. 100 Tesseract cores was like a lot, a little bit more, not a whole lot. So if I go here, nanocore, this one, you would need 10 of these. So 600 AUR. At 60% off, you can get it for 480, which is a pretty good deal. This is a pretty good deal, but I'd like more value out of it. That's better. These two are much better choices. That's a really good choice there. Oh, I need that, but not at 30% off. Okay. Not bad. Let me just make sure I do my due diligence. And we are good to go. Since the changes to Dormant Realm, how have you guys been feeling? We've been with the new Dormant Realm for 3 weeks now. This will be the 3rd week. You guys feel any different about it, or
Undocking.
have any problems that you've noticed? The Russians have found a way to sell me their stuff.
We're under attack.
Still the same for you? I get that.
We're being
Have you been
watched.
doing challenge mode much, or are you still doing normal? You know, one challenge mode, that's pretty awesome. I do like it.
We're under attack.
Right. So I had to add that message to the list of blocked terms. We are back to it. Yeah, so far I feel pretty normal about it, but I'm also not, not in a position where it was super important to me that I have the lower level Dormant Realms. I also haven't heard that many people complaining they can't do Dormant Realm
We're under attack.
at the lower levels, so I guess it all turned out
We're
okay.
under attack.
I've checked,
We're under
the
attack.
Eve Discord general chat a few times to see if there's anything like, major complaints about the way Dormant Realms is set up now, and it doesn't seem like it. I just haven't found anything, or found anyone vocal about it.
We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack.
Hey, Midnight, how you doing tonight? Welcome, welcome. Yep, you'll probably be part of Fleet 3. I think we've got just a few people for Fleet
Docking
3.
request accepted.
We're just going on to our second run with Fleet 2 right now, so it'll be at least 12 to 15 more minutes. Probably closer to 15, I would bet. Oh no! What happened in another game? What game were you playing?
Undocking.
Well, I'm just glad you get to be here in a nice, calm stream and just relax. Nothing to worry about here. You know, I could not think
We're under attack.
of an April Fool's to play on you guys.
Under attack.
So I just did not take part of it.
We're being warp scrambled.
Last year I did the oh hell, I just ruined that. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Honestly, I'm wondering if we should just not.
We're under attack.
This is gonna be rough.
We're under attack.
Ah, shoot. Yep, and I've just lost a fighter. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna exit here.
We're under
Docking
attack.
request
Everyone,
accepted.
please exit. Yeah, that sucked. RIP fighter. That's why I need that module and not to mess things up. Okay. That was instant, too. How much is one of those on the market? It's like 1 billion or something like that. Oh, just gonna buy all of them. Jenner, are you free for a delivery? It was about 500 million for one drone. Or for one fighter. Still painful. So I bought like 5 of them in case I had some backup here. It'd be nice. It'd be nice if we had same day, even like same hour would be nice. Alright, let's go back in, we'll fix that. Make sure I don't mess it up again. I really need to put that on, like... yeah, Jenner Express Services. Alright, who am I getting back in here? It was... Um... Um... I don't remember. I am all messed up. No, I had to abandon. So yeah, you guys need to exit fleet. And if you can, try to send me a message if you were in that fleet, but I think I've got most of you anyway. Alright. At least this way I'll have some backup fighters now. I've been meaning to have a full set of backups, just in case. But, dang, they're expensive. Alright, who was the last one? It was the, new guy, right? Benjamin? Alright, 10 minutes. Alright, so I have Zekrom. We need to get Rogata. Thank you, Jenner. I owe you one. As usual. Rogata. There we are. Thank you. We've got all 4 of you again. Okay, let me not absolutely mess that up again. Listen, look, I had to replace one flight here, and I lost 2,000 DPS out of that. Disgusting. Okay. Reminder not to accidentally turn off my Oh, Rogata, you need to be in a ship. There we go. Jino, do you remember if we moved those 2 capitals from Enrail?
Undocking.
I don't remember. I think we did. I'm pretty sure we did. Ugh, disgusting. I hate having one odd drone. Okay, you know what? We're putting that over there. We're never gonna do that again. Okay? We've made that mistake way too many times. Yeah, I think it's still in,
Under attack.
Kenora at the moment. Yeah, I've made that mistake way too many times, so we're gonna just prevent that
We're being
from happening. Thank you, Jenner. I appreciate it. That's gonna help me a lot to get back up on the DPS here.
We're under attack.
Oh my god, in 2 jumps? That's hilarious. And you're 5 minutes early. Apparently. Yeah, he is the freighter with Sun Chaser. Not those terrible jump freighters with reduced carrying capacity. We use the true the true way of freight. Yeah, I pretty much had to do the same.
We're under
Yeah,
attack.
wow. That was fast how quick that fighter died. I am so glad I have the cover module. I think that serves as a very good lesson for those of you who are going to do this with your super carrier. Bring a cover module or you're not doing it. You can get away with it on normal mode, but challenge mode, it just eats through your fighters. Yeah, I need to make sure that I'm not going to turn that module off, so I put it on the second page.
We're under attack.
I just need to get used to the new layout.
We're under attack.
Wow, that's pretty insane how quickly that thing died. I mean, I know they only have, like, 25,000 DPS and 40,000 defense.
We're under attack.
That 40,000 is awful. Especially when you compare it to a Federation Navy Cyclops and you've got 49,000. It makes a huge difference having that extra. Normal is gonna be pretty hard compared to 4-6. Normal mode is like the regular level 10 that we used to have. So you're gonna need a pretty good ship if you want to solo it. There's a few Dreadnought players that I know that can do it, but not many.
We're under attack.
I guess today is gonna be the first day we really get to see if I have, like, infinite normal runs, or if we're just limited to 10 runs in total.
We're under attack. 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 We're under attack.
Okay, I think we're most of the way through this list of people.
Docking request accepted.
Alright, once again, thank you. Yeah, I mean, you can always join me on runs if you want. You know that. Alright, let's get our contract back. That was so painful. Okay, now we're back up to our standard DPS. Okay, we need one more run with this fleet. Yeah, I had to... With how quickly those fighters died... Oh, yeah, a little bit. Definitely a little bit of a problem there. There we go. With how quickly that fighter died, I could not safely judge if we would make it through that, especially how early it was. I feel like they would have just chewed through my fighters. And I wouldn't have been able to do anything about it.
Undocking.
And so, note to self, I need to buy more of those. We don't lose them that often, but even having lost one makes me realize that I really need to have a lot more backups. And I've got the cheap ones, that's fine.
We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack.
Yeah, that's, a little concerning. I am so glad I upgraded my, cover module before doing this.
We're under attack.
Okay, if I remember correctly, this is the last run for this fleet. Then we will be getting the next fleet in, which should have...
We're under attack.
Jesse 96 is alt.
We're being warp scrambled.
Jesse 97. Who else do I need? Ice Wave is not available. Yeah, I think we might be able to get your alt.
We're under
And then
attack.
maybe we get, Trill's alt, Orbitus. Because that looks like it'll be the full fleet. Is Orbitus, Jesse 97, and
We're under attack.
yours, Tasty.
We're under attack.
Yep, no problem. I'll probably find it pretty easily.
We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack.
Alright. We made it through.
Docking request accepted.
Alright. Let us get the alts for these people in here. Thank you all so much for joining me on these runs. Might be able to find you in here. So long as you've exited your fleet. Zekrom is here. Orbitus. And I don't think I have Jesse 97. That is correct, right? Let me just confirm that that's correct. Okay, yes. And then I just need Kiki to exit fleet. Okay, let me reset that. Corporation. God, I wish I could sort this a little bit better. There we are. And away we go. I did redo my module, right? Now I'm like ultra paranoid about this module.
Undocking.
And that should be the entire list of people. Awesome.
We're under attack. We're under attack. We're being warp scrambled.
I love being able to have that extended range. It's so good. Wait, you're telling me that these things have better application? No, they don't. Okay.
We're under attack.
I was about to be very scared there for a minute.
We're under attack.
You know, I wonder with that, kit, with the, Eternal Sleeper moving around, I wonder if I'm losing a little bit of damage due to application. I doubt it.
We're under attack.
Yes, it is 5 groups with 6 drones in each. Six out of 6 means there's 6 alive in the full fleet. So you'll notice that when my one died earlier, it said 5 out of 6. Yeah, we're sitting quite close to the gate right now. Yeah, and imagine I just bought 5 of them for 3 billion ISK. So you can do the math on that. Each of those is about 500 million.
We're under attack.
Yeah, that's, only a cool 15 billion ISK floating around in space that can be shot and killed. And it's not even the most expensive drones I could have, which is a problem. Not even close to the most expensive I could have.
We're under attack. 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 We're under attack.
Yeah, what's kind of fun about these heavy fighters in particular, is when you zoom in on them, you can actually see them fly around and do stuff.
We're under attack. We're under
And it's just a bunch of little Allegiance destroyers that I'm sending out there.
Docking request accepted.
No problem. Anytime. I know it takes a minute for some people to get loaded in. But it's definitely faster than, what it was in the past.
Undocking.
Ooh, yeah. That definitely stings for internet. Wow, we are so close to him. We're 19 kilometers away.
We're under attack. We're being warp scrambled. We're under attack.
Oh. Not going too bad here. At least everything is surviving.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
I'm trying to think of how much DPS I would need to make it before we hit this armor extender. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna need somewhere around 200,000 to get close.
Docking request accepted.
Ooh, that was a pretty good time. 6:14. Not bad. Alright, we're gonna invite for the last run of the day here. Have they updated this? It still gives us the control tower message. That's funny.
Undocking.
There we go.
We're under attack. We're under attack. We're being warp scrambled.
Yeah, if I just had the Auspice super carrier
We're under attack.
nanocore, as a activatable mode, I think we could do it. The 20% damage and the 20% activation time increase would be incredibly important to clearing this fast. I just don't quite know how I'm gonna get my hands on like 600 billion ISK. I could sell like all of my capital ships other than the Lucid Moon, but man, I kinda like having the collection.
We're under attack.
Almost there. I believe this is the last run for this fleet. And then we will check to see if I can even enter normal mode. If we can enter normal mode, that'll make things a lot easier in the future.
Docking request accepted.
618, not bad for our last run. Okay, will it let me enter mode? Thank you all so much for joining me on that fleet. Yep, so I am limited to 10 runs in total. So we got it the hard way. Alright. I don't know how our time did there. Number 248 on the list. Not bad. Alright. Thank you all so much for joining me. I am going to be heading over to Gina now to, open up my boxes.
Undocking.
We'll see what I get here. Got about a 2-minute wait. In the meantime, have a look at this empty space where a planet should be. Yes, have a great day, Jenner. Thank you for joining me. And thank you for the delivery of my fighters. You helped me a lot. Hopefully we'll have, like, a high-set, Sandsha tonight. That would be nice. Not that I'll be able to join. But hopefully we have one. Okay, so our average lately has been about 1 billion for each Dormant Realm Monday. We'll have to see how that turns out today, because I have not gotten very lucky on the general unit side of things, or even on the implant side of things, since they changed Dormant Realms.
Docking request accepted.
So let's see what we can get today. Here we go. In the meanwhile, I will be sitting in my Lucid Moon. Very pretty, but also very, up close and personal. I love this sort of, like, twinkling effect that the, Terminate Echo Nanophore has. You can tell it's the interstellar, wormhole, which is pretty cool. Where are they? They are here. Okay, this one will give us our ISP, plus a few other things. Only 3 Genesis compilers. That's unfortunate. Not a focus crystal, though. That's pretty good. Alright, so this will be selling for 125 million. $100 million. Wow, really far away. So 97 million apiece versus 60 times. Oof. That's getting worse and worse. It's still 1 billion ISK from, just the compilers here. That's not bad. Alright. So that was it. We made about 1.2 billion in total today, just from the Dormant Realm runs. Not bad at all. Alright, well, thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next one. Tomorrow I will likely be doing a nanocore overview of the Termina Echo nanocore here. And then if we have good patch notes, we'll have a patch note stream too. So I will see you then. Take care and be safe.